Because we jumped the gun. We did let you take a moment and think about this and ask you about this. So before we ask you the question that's on a lot of people's mind, what's it like in this moment? What was it like to have this defendant be found guilty?
I think I just feel kind of honored to be able to deliver this win for the Markels. You know, we've heard so much about a win for the Adelsons, a win for the Adelsons, and everything that was lost in those efforts. So it's just been really cool to be a part of this win.
During one of the pre-trials, you said these trials that have become my life. It's a lot of trials at this point. Talk about what happens when you're a prosecutor and you have to continue to follow cases like this one.
Well, I mean, I do have other cases. People don't know that. There are other cases in this office. And I care about, you know, all of them, but obviously this has become sort of a part of my DNA after investing so much blood, sweat, and tears into this case and getting justice. So yeah, it's been an epic battle.
Was this one tougher than Charlie's trial?
I don't know. I mean, I'm older, so I think it is. I think everyone is tougher than the last. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, more time passes and there's more stuff. There's more phones. There's more records. There's more emails. So it's a lot to organize, and it's a lot of little pieces to try to put together and try to create something cognizable that a jury can follow and get their head around.
In Georgia, opening statements right out of the gate, Jackie Fulford appropriated Professor Markel's nickname, calling him Danny. A lot of people were upset about that. Did that bother you?
Not as much as it bothered some other folks. I understood what she was trying to do. It was not the classiest move, and I think she kind of realized that and seemed to correct that over the course of the trial. But yeah, probably not a great move.
And what about the amount of deliberations? It's roughly the same as Charlie, maybe a few minutes more, but not much. Mm-hmm. That surprised you? Because some people were predicting a longer deliberation.
A little bit. I actually lost. I thought it would be slightly shorter, but I was being pretty ambitious. But yeah, it wouldn't have surprised me if it had been more difficult for them, because it was a large puzzle that kind of had to be put together. But I guess they got what they needed and they knew what they had to do.
Will this be the last prosecution, sir?
You are asking the question. Why are you that guy?
Were you surprised by the defense strategy of throwing Wendi and Charlie under the bus? And was the adoptive admissions ruling something that you pre-planned or something that you all came up with at the last moment?
We had a few incarnations of how to deal with the fact that she had adopted Charlie's really ridiculous story previously, and we didn't want her to be able to distance herself from that and create a new, better defense, which she did seem to kind of try to be doing. So we did want to try to shove that on her and then, you know, try to explain that to the jury. Okay, here's this whole other defense that she already adopted, and it's complicated, and it has all its pushback that goes with it. So it did feel like a difficult minefield to wade through to be able to explain all that to the jury, but we wanted to make sure they understood that, hey, she's already committed to this defense that's a loser, and now she's trying to switch it up and go to this whole other place, and you've got to pick a lane. It can't be both. So I think that's kind of what we were trying to do, so hopefully we were successful.
It sounded like the new investigation developed a lot of crazy evidence, including you all were planning to use some phone calls that you were not able to use at the trial. Is the sealing of this evidence going to be unsealed once now that Donna has been convicted, or do you know?
I don't know the answer to that. You know, yeah, I don't know.
And you cannot still comment, I guess, about
I think
the
not,
details.
since it's sealed, right? Yeah.
All right, no comments about.
Than you imagine it to be, but I don't think I should comment on it since it's sealed by the court
How
this
did you
time.
feel when you found out that Donna was not going to be testifying? Something tells me you were probably salivating at the idea.
I don't know about salivating. Yeah, it's not like I was gonna wow you guys with some amazing new stuff or anything, but I did put tons of preparation into that, so I was a little bit sad when I took my binder that had 110 tabs and packed it away. So yeah, I was a little surprised. She seems like somebody that would want to tell her story, but it gets trickier and trickier when all these stories are out there, and she would have had to navigate a lot of stuff to get up there. So I do understand why she made the decision she did, and I think it was a smart one, but I was kind of expecting her to testify.
What was
A
the
year
new
ago.
evidence that you thought in this trial might have made a difference that what you came across that you introduced?
I think the fleeing to Vietnam didn't hurt, especially since she denied it. She could have just said, yeah, I went to Vietnam. I didn't want to get arrested.
What about the
But
VIN
she didn't
number?
do that. She oversold, so that was
The
helpful.
VIN number and the planner. Like,
Yes.
Can you talk about that? Like, how did you guys find that? Was it an aha moment?
Yeah, kind of dumb luck. That thing is so dense, and there's a bunch of them, so we've just been sort of perusing them, and yeah, somebody just stumbled upon it and had an aha moment.
What about Rob Adelson's testimony? How key was that?
I think it was important, didn't you? I thought he was so genuine, and what a guy to be able to do that. What a terrible situation for him to be put in, and to be able to rise above that and do the right thing. It's really impressive.
Did you all wait for this trial to put him on? Why did he not testify previously?
I just didn't want to do it to him unless I felt like it was absolutely necessary, and I really felt like we needed him in this one.
Georgia, does Wendi have reason to be worried tonight?
You said that word. That's a bad word.
A bad word. Let me
No
ask you another
W
question.
questions.
Worry's a bad word.
Well,
Worry.
last time you
Should we say stay
worry.
tuned? Do we need to stay tuned?
Stay
You can stay tuned.
One other question for me. Your father played football. I understand. It was my first Knowles game, and I take all the credit.
Oh,
for
it was a
family
great
games.
one.
Yeah.
Lucky you.
Take all the credit
Go
for that.
Knowles.
And I found out maybe through the grapevine that someone else in your family is a professional female golfer, or that you're close to. I don't know if I'm right about that. Maybe not, but do you get the?
It sounds cool.
Do you think you get that competitive spirit from from your dad, from your family?
Yes, I think both sides of my family are extremely competitive, and if you came to game night, you would see some pieces being thrown around the room, and
The
yeah.
most important question, do you have a fifth red suit?
I don't know. I'll work on that. I'll work on that.
Number 5 of
Yeah,
5,
I'll
number
work on
5.
that for you.
Georgia,
For
can I ask you about
chapter
Charlie
5.
Adelson? Last
Yeah.
year you were going, it seemed like the state was going to call him, and ultimately this time around no one called him to the stand. Why?
Because we didn't want to tangle with him unless we had to, and we felt like we were able to successfully get out the story that he told at his trial and marry Donna to it as much as we needed to without having to wrangle and tangle with him.
If I'm not mistaken, this was the first trial where you guys were able to access WhatsApp messages. Was there a new am I right about that? Was there a new technological
I can't
advance?
remember if we had any WhatsApp messages last time, but they are encrypted, so you really do have to get them off the device itself. So we were able to retrieve some threads
And
from
was that related to
Donna's
getting
device.
from Donna's device?
Yeah.
Was your all's case more polished? The demonstratives seem to be up a notch from before.
Yes, that's because I didn't make them. I only directed. I did get some wonderful volunteer help. So I don't know if she wants a shout out or not, but
Were there
yeah.
other things that were new and improved? Some of the witnesses even seem to be testifying a little smoother than before.
I don't know. Did they? I don't
I don't
know.
know
It's a
either.
blur.
If the trial had
Yeah,
gone
it's all
forward-
one long day.
If the trial had gone forward a year ago, you wouldn't have all the evidence from the new investigation. How significant was to have that note from Drina Bernhardt?
Oh man, I thought it was great.